Roland Willits, Men Stories, and I'm with Jacobe Austin Band, and we're going to discuss the song that I've blown the title of 5 times, and I said, and it's a cool title. It's the Steeple.
The People and Their Steeple.
The People and Their Steeple. See, I blew it again, and I thought I had it down. Oh well, it's a wonderful song. We sang, they sang the song before we sang the song. You notice I was right there with them.
Oh yes.
And I was right there. I was right there with you. I was just.
And you were on
I just
key
didn't.
too.
I was totally on key. Yes. I blended so well, you won't even hear it.
Well, I'm Liz Austin, and Jacob's our son, and I'm going to let him tell you about this song that he wrote, because he actually authored that song. And there's a funny little story behind it. I'm going to let him tell that story.
Well, how long do you want it to be?
Not that long.
Oh.
3 minutes or so, okay? Max.
Well, I was sitting around the table one night at youth Bible study one night before the church was as big as it is now. And we were trying to write a statement that would describe ourselves as a youth group, some sort of creed or something, what we believed in, what we represent when people met us on the street. And I was thinking, earlier that day, I've actually been homeschooled most of my life, and I was thinking about history lesson that I had studied that day, and it was about the Constitution, and I had to memorize the preamble and all that stuff. So I had "We the People" in my mind, so I said, well, shouldn't it begin, "We the people like the look of our church steeple"? And everybody bursted out laughing, and that's what originally sparked the idea for the song. But it didn't really get to the writing table in my mind until I think we came out of Bible study again inside the church, and we met the pastor outside, and there were buzzards at the top of the belfry on top of the church, and we were telling the pastor, look, there's buzzards up there. And he says, why is there buzzards up there? They shouldn't be there. I haven't killed the church yet. And I've only been here a few months. And so that's kind of what sparked the beginning of the song. And it's about how a lot of things can go wrong in the church, but in the end, it's about the people and their worship of Christ and the Creator and God. And that's the only thing that really matters. And it's called People and Their Steeple because it's a very long title, and it was hard to fit on our album cover, and we had to change this exercise, but it's called that because
You were trying to confuse your interviewer.
Best title for it.
Yes, you were trying to confuse your interviewers.
That's it.
It's a wonderful title. I loved it. No, I'm just joking. I just absolutely loved it.
First of all, this church that it's written about is one of the oldest churches in Texas.
Okay.
And it's a very historical church. And it's undergone several renovations simply because in 1955 it was gutted by fire. So they put a steeple on it that was bigger than the church could hold, the roof could hold. I guess they didn't have structural engineers or something, I don't know. But anyhow, and so it had made the church's roofs way back, which caused leakage, which caused, other things. And so lots of things needed to be fixed. And so that's kind of what this song encompasses with the buzzards and the steeple and the piano out of tune and things like that. But
You can't keep a piano tuned when there's moisture in the room. It just goes out of tune on its own. Even after you tune it, the next day it's out.
Sort of like kids in the room.
Right, exactly. Herding kittens, basically.
Yeah, basically.
It's very difficult, but we kind of took those things that were kind of funny things, but used them, well, he did, and used them to turn it around to the point that the church isn't about building at all. It's always about what's in the church and the heart of the people.
It suffers from the things that have come about because of sin, that the world is now imperfect. So things will break, even when you're in church. And the slideshow will break. The sound system will break. The bell might fall in the middle of the congregation on the floor. We hadn't fixed it. But
It hadn't done that yet.
But it's all fixed now.
Yeah, it is.
So it's structurally sound.
and it's very beautiful now.